Hello everyone and welcome to another video on Python programming. In this video we will be continuing tackling different problems and problem cases in terms of a project called Project 3, where we're going to be using regular expressions to validate whether certain passwords that have been entered, do they match certain criteria or not. So let's look into our particular question. We have a website that requires users to input username and password to register. Now we have to write a program to check the validity of passwords input by the users. Now the criteria that the passwords have to follow are that there's at least one letter between A and Z and one number between 0 and 9. The third criteria is that there's at least one letter between capital A and capital Z. So this first and third point basically is saying that there should be one lowercase letter and there should be one uppercase letter. Now there should be at least one character from $, hash, or the @ symbol. It should have a minimum length of 6 and the maximum length of 12. So when whatever passwords that we enter into our example, they must be comma separated. So if we're going to have an input, they're going to ask us for an input where we're going to have to input the different passwords in a comma separated way. So let's look at how do we tackle this. So for my example, I'm going to use these examples in terms of these are my password examples. If we're going to check if these are valid passwords or not. So let's copy this first of all. And now let's import the RE. This import RE is basically the regular expression module. Now in this step is going to ask us to input the passwords, as you can see here. So I will just Control V. So since this is comma separated, what it will do is it will split up each of these by the comma and it will store them in a list. So it will take this as one password, this has another password, this has another password, and this has another password. Once I press enter, now if I want to check what's in list, what's in items, what I can do is just check over here what's in items. It's a list of whatever password I had entered. Each object is separately treated now in this list. Now I'm going to create an empty list called value first of all. Once I've done that, I'm going to move on to the next step. So once I've created my list called value, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to search and I'm going to check for each condition using regular expressions for whatever criteria that we have initially. So if you see here, what I'm going to do is first iterate by each item in this to check for each password. Now my first check will be a basic check for the length of the password. If it's lesser than 6 or greater than 12, then our password is illegal. So we can't be using this and we will just continue and we won't check for anything else. But if it is within 6 and 12, the length 6 and 12, then we can continue with our check. So we'll do an else statement for pass, which basically moves on to this next block. Now once we've done this, what we will do is this first statement, what this is going to do is going to do an re.search. And re.search, as you know, is going to look for at least one instance of a letter occurring between A and Z. So this re.search followed by this. Now this is the regular expression that we have passed, and what this tells us is basically the square brackets, we're looking for anything between A and Z in terms of small letters. So if this condition is not met, then again we continue and we leave this particular search because one of our criteria is not met. Alright, but if it is met, then this if not statement will not we won't enter this block and we can move on to the next check. So now we move to elif not. Now again we're using if not statement. So this is basically checking for a negative case. So anytime one of these cases have been met, it basically means that our password has been invalid because these conditions are not being met. So we're trying to eliminate all of these conditions so that we get a valid password. So again we move on to the next statement, which is basically going to do the search for numbers. Once again, if we find a case, a password without any numbers, we continue and we don't check this password no more because we already know it's an illegal password. Now next check will be for capital letters A to Z, and the next check again will be for these particular symbols, the $, the hash, and the @ one of these three symbols. We're going to search for a white space character. So if we actually do find a white space character in our password, that's an illegal password and we're not going to continue checking for those cases. So this is basically all our cases: lowercase letters, numbers, capital letters, one of these three symbols, and the existence of a white space. So once we've done all these checks, if none of these have been passed, we move on to this else statement where we just pass. And what we can do is we append the value p to the list called value. So basically what happens is, just to go through it again, if this condition is not met and this condition is not met, this is not met, this is not met, this is not met, and if this is also not met, then we're fine. So basically, as long as we have small letters, as long as we have a number, as long as we have a capital letter, as long as we have one of these three symbols, and as long as we don't have any white space characters, we can append p to this. Otherwise, it will continue and it will break out of this for loop completely. That's what the continue statement at the end of each of these blocks checks. Anytime this condition is met, this if not condition is met, then we break through this whole for loop and we don't append p to the value. But if we actually get to this stage, then what we can do is simply append p to value. Now, finally, what we are going to do is we're going to print out all the valid passwords. So just by a quick look, you can see here, this is a valid password, right? So let's execute this and let's see what we get. If you see here, we only get one valid password. And let's look at why some of these turn out to be valid. So if you look here, all of the conditions are met. It has a capital letter, it has a small letter, it has at least one number, and it has one of the symbols, either $sign or the hash sign or the @ sign. In this case, we have two white spaces, one over here and one over here. So this is an illegal password. Similarly, in this case also we have an illegal password because it begins with a space. In this case, it's the same thing. We begin with a space, and also it does not have any of those symbols that we were looking for, the $ or the hash or the @. So these three are illegal passwords and they do not get appended to value. However, this does get appended to value, and that's why we get the result for only one password, which is the only legal password. As always, if you learned something new from this video and you enjoyed this video, do like, share and subscribe. It helps us reach new viewers. And as always, I hope to see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.